Best enjoyment of life is healthy living. Today we are looking at before taking the ring, know yourself, know your partner, and know yourself together. Marriage is the beginning of a family and is what makes society. So bringing two people together to form one is not a play. You want to join together as couple to start another generation. You must set it up on a good ground, on a healthy ground, so as not to regret in future. If it is well done, you'll be able to avoid genetic disease spread. You will not give birth to a child that has abnormality. You will succeed in having a healthy home, and you will not be in social and psychological distress. You will not waste a lot of money in and out of hospital. If you get it right for once, you will enjoy the remaining part of it. So before you go into that wedding, these are the things you need to know. Three major areas of your concerns are your goals. As a man, you want to know your health status. Whatever your age, what is your health status? And as a lady also, you need to know what your health status. Number two, you need to know the type of infection in you. Some of these infections are not written on the face. You need to check out, do I have any infection? In case you have one, you can treat it before marriage. Number three area is fertility status. What is my chances of getting pregnant? Or what's the chance I have in impregnating my wife? These three areas are the major focus in checking out your partner before you settle down. Tests you need to go through. But before doing blood tests, the first area is history. The history of your partner is very important. History means that as a man, when he was born, what are the things that was wrong with him? Does he have any disease as a child or while growing up? Was he admitted in a hospital? Has he had any surgery before? It's very important for you to know as a lady in your partner. Similarly, the young man also must know what has happened to you as a lady. Number two, family history. You need to know about your family. In case your family are the type that develops some disease in pregnancy, like you hear Abisinwi, you get to know what's called puerperal psychosis. It's common in some family. Some people are fond of having child and die at birth. It's common in some families. Some people are fond of having PPA, bleeding after delivery. These are history. Some people begin to act funny while they're in pregnancy. All of this history you need to know. Epilepsy runs some family. Some disease runs in some family. You must know before you go in. Bola, don't take that ring from Kola until you are sure of his history and history of his family. Number two thing you need to know in area of your health status as a man or a woman is your body mass index. Body mass index has to do with your weight and height, how tall and how fat you are. You cannot alter your height, but you can adjust your weight. So your BMI must be known as one of the means to show your health status. Number three, blood level. PCV, pack self volume. You will need to know whether you have enough blood in your body before you get married. Number four, fasting blood sugar and 2 hours after eating. You are doing blood sugar. When you do the first one, early morning before you eat, you take your breakfast and do another one. Is to check your status, whether you have risk of having diabetes. Number five, you want to check your kidney functions test. Kidney has those tests that will confirm whether it's functioning well. Number six, your liver function test is very critical because liver also play a lot of role in fertility. And number seven, you now want to do your genotype. What genotype are you? Number eight, your blood group. These are things that will tell us first your health status as an individual. You need to know all of this before you move to the next level. So much emphasis on blood genotype. But today I want you to remember that blood group can be more critical than even genotype. For genotype, everybody is aware that if you are AA, you can marry AS, you can marry SS, you can marry any of the group. But if you are AS as a man, you cannot just marry anybody that is SS, but that will give you chance of having children that are ISS. Agreed. But what about blood group? You are either blood group O positive or O negative. A positive or A negative, B positive or B negative, AB positive or AB negative, any of them. For those of us that are negative, there are very few in the community. It comes with a lot of challenges. So if a woman is O negative and the husband is O positive or A positive, you are at risk of giving birth to children or having children that will keep dying in the woman before birth or dying just after birth. So, and people will begin to think it's witchcrafting or it is one voodoo that's after the woman. No, it's possible that the blood group is called isoimmunization, whereby the woman that's pregnant, the pregnancy is being seen as a disease and the baby is affected. So you want to be sure of your blood group before you get married. So beware, it's not only genotype that you should watch out for. You should watch out also for blood group as one of the major things that has rendered so many families into trouble today, unknowingly to them that it is blood group that's causing the trouble. After checking your hair status, well, you need to check your infection status. In the infection area, you need to do what's called urinalysis. Check your urine. About 9 different things will be identified in your urine, and that will tell us your health status as well. And in case you are prone to some infection, will have been seen right away from your urine. Number 2, you want to know your HIV status. Number 3, you want to know your hepatitis B status. Number 4, hepatitis C status. Number 5, you want to use one test to check for 5 different devilish infections. We call it VDRL. It's going to check for you whether you have gonorrhea, or you have syphilis, or you have rubella, or you have cytomegalovirus, or you have toxoplasmosis. These 5 infections will be checked out with only one single test, and that gives us an idea of infectious status. If a man has any of them and impregnate a woman, the baby comes out with abnormality. If the woman has that infection, she gives out a baby that have abnormality, or she keep having miscarriages or having a baby that has some disease after birth. So check out the infection status. It goes a long way to make your family happy. You set up a family that is beautiful, that can be happy on a healthy ground. Don't forget, the best enjoyment of life is healthy living. Yes, you want to set up a family. Like I said in the previous messages, while you are getting married, you also need to know fertility status. And this is just done on test. For color, what you need to do is seminal fluid analysis. Check your sperm. And there are characteristics of what we need to see in the sperm that shows that you are fertile. Number 2, anti-sperm antibody. Now, somebody produce a soldier to kill the sperm. You need to check that out. Number 3, hormonal profile. There are certain hormones that play so much role in the kind of sperm quality you're producing. Very important. And number 4, you may need to do what's called scrotal scan for us to realize that you do not have varicocele, hydrocele, and the like. So all of these will assist you to rule out whether you have the status to impregnate a woman. For Bola, eventually, she will need to do also a pelvic scan. Let us identify her womb, whether it is normal and whether it is clear or whether it contains anything that can affect her getting pregnant. That's very important. Number 2, she will also need to do a hormonal profile. The hormones are the chemicals of communication of the body. Why is she menstruates? Also play a lot of role in ovulation. So if hormonal profile is bad, automatically ovulation will be affected. Menstrual disorder will have occurred. That's a lot of problem. Number 3, she might need to do what is called endocervical swab test. This check for infection. Sometimes the woman has an infection at the entrance of the womb, and that's the only reason why she's not getting pregnant. And number 4, eventually, as the case may be, that a woman of this nature will also need to check what's called thyroid function test. Thyroid function test has been known to be that you do not need to have any swelling in your neck, thyroid gland, but the function may be disorganized, whereby that also limits your chances of getting pregnant. So these are fertility tests that you need to know, and it will assist you greatly to be able to know that you can get pregnant easily. Bola, in case you think you've lost some pregnancies, you got it so easily, I think going to marriage, I can just get pregnant easily too. No, You might need to do the necessary things before you get in there. It's important for you to know what you need to know before you get to marry. Otherwise, you may be regretting and be feeling that somebody's after you. No one is after you. Know your status before it is time. Wedding, wedding, wedding. The enjoyment of wedding is to get married and have it peaceful. Once you do the right thing before wedding, you will enjoy the peaceful part of it. Marriage is sweet. Things you need to do before marriage add more to your enjoyment. Remember, best enjoyment of life is healthy living. If you do the day very glamorous in a hall, you spend so much money. So many dignitaries were there, different cars, different attires, but your partner is harboring HIV and you're not aware, or your partner is O negative, you do not know what to do, you are already into trouble. Because when you get married, those things start manifesting. For don't forget, marriage is for better, for worse, as you used to say. How will you do if eventually it is more problematic? You will not be able to go further and go out of the marriage to do another thing. No way. So do the right thing at the beginning so as to enjoy your family life. Until I meet you again, don't take that ring until you have known what is ringing. Thank you.